New at 6 o'clock, you've probably spotted them across town. We're talking about tents that are set up near bridges or overpasses in pop-up communities created by those living on the streets. Homelessness is a big issue that city leaders are still working to solve. In fact, here's a look at some of the efforts made in just the last year. This right here is the City of San Antonio's Homeless Services Dashboard. The map on your screen shows a recurring encampment sites. Those are the places where people repeatedly set up tents and more, most of them along the highways. So the question tonight, where do we go from here? City leaders sent out a survey and found out that people in San Antonio ranked homelessness outreach and encampments as a top priority for this year's budget. After those results came in, leaders set goals on just how many encampments they could clean up this year, but the city says they are actually running ahead of schedule. The News 4 I-Team's Jordan Elder got to see one of those cleanups underway. She has more on why the demand for the service has been so high.
Crews are out even in this rain working on clearing up an encampment. You can see this sewer is actually set up for cooking, and there's even fresh bread rolls sitting here from the people who left probably just this morning.
An empty plot of land in the Beacon Hill neighborhood turned into a makeshift home, covered in clothes, couches, camping equipment, and more.
This one, I think it'll be our fourth time this year coming out and cleaning.
Blake McAnally can hear all of this cleanup commotion from his front porch.
The cleanup that's going on is next door to a community garden, and it's next door to a children's playground, and those are both part of our Beacon Hill Linear Park.
Key gathering areas for this community, now hampered every time the encampment pops back up.
It's taking a lot of time and effort and energy.
Andrew Gutierrez with the Solid Waste Management Department says they're constantly getting calls about situations just like this one.
What does the demand look like for these encampment cleanups the last few years?
The demand is increased. It's been high. The public has spoken, and this is really one of their top priorities in the city.
That shows in their data too. Solid Waste initially set a goal to clean up 600 encampments this fiscal year, but Gutierrez says they'll end up with more than 1,300.
We can get to a lot of them, we can't get to all of them, and so the more resources, the more staff we have to help do this, we can accomplish a lot more.
It's definitely a desperately needed service, but also an ounce of prevention is a pound of cure, right?
Other city departments typically come out first, warning people that the cleanup is coming and offering help. There have been more than 1,000 of those visits this year, according to this city dashboard. But McAnally says expanding those resources may help curb encampments and cut down on the time it takes to get them cleared.
It shouldn't take someone having professional experience either managing projects or navigating bureaucracy to access the services that we pay for.
For the News 4 I-Team, I'm Jordan Elder.
And this story is the subject of today's viewer poll. Tonight we are asking the question, should the city put more resources towards cleaning up homeless encampments? And here's a look at the results so far. Be sure to scan the QR code right there that you see on your screen to also weigh in. That poll will be open for the rest of the weekend.